Hello and welcome to the 16th video lecture of Principles of Marketing, model number 2. The model number 2 is market segmentation, and in today's video lecture we are gonna have an introduction to market segmentation or marketing segmentation. Now, before we go into what exactly are the contents of marketing segmentation, this model, let's see what uh, this unit is all about. This unit is all about target market and product positioning. So we have three main steps that we have normally follow, that is STP in marketing. So in a previous module or unit we have learned about needs, wants, and how to recognize them. uh, Marketing is all about satisfying the needs and wants of the customers, but before we go into marketing, or before we start marketing, what we do is these three things, that is STP. What does STP stands for? STP stands for S, segmentation, T, targeting, P, positioning. So STP, these are the three important tools in marketing that we initially do. Now, your syllabus consists of these things, that is levels of market segmentation, basis of segmentation of consumer markets, then basis of segmentation of industrial market, then targeting, and then product positioning. So for initially we start with segmentation till here, then from here you have targeting, and from here you have positioning. So STP, this is what we are gonna study and try to understand in this module. So let us begin today's module. Now, when we are talking about segmentation, what is a segment? Segment is a part of a whole, right? It is a part of a whole by definition. So suppose if there is a market here, now if you are dividing this market into certain divisions, okay, some divisions based upon some criteria, this is known as segmentation. So you are dividing the market into certain segments or smaller parts based upon some common characteristic. That is nothing but segmentation. Maybe this has one feature, and all the people or all the customers who are there in this segment has show a common feature which is quite distinct. Sorry for this, the presentation has crashed, I think. Just check. Okay, here we are. So what exactly happens in this is, suppose if you have an entire market, okay, now what happens is you are dividing this market into smaller segments based upon some common characteristics. Suppose 5 different segments: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 different market segments you are getting. Now how are you going to divide this? Just because you want to divide, you cannot divide. There is a certain criteria or certain things you have to keep in mind when you are dividing this market. Okay, what are these? All the people within each segment should have a common characteristic which is identifiable, which becomes easier for you to market. Basically, why you are segmenting the market is because it should become easier for you to market item. Now let us understand why the logic behind segmentation first, then only you will be able to appreciate why segmentation is to be done, because that is the common question what students ask. After all, when we are learning segmentation, why should we do segmentation? See, in a previous module, we have understood one thing, that is, needs and wants are something which needs to be satisfied by marketer. So, what is marketing? When I say, many people say that it is satisfying the needs and wants of people or customers. Now, what might take an example of a need? For example, food. Food is a need which everyone needs, whether he is a rich person, whether he is a middle class person when it comes to income, and or it may be even when it is a poor, everyone needs food. Now when we are talking about food, now need do everyone need the same type of food? A question mark. So just a question I'm asking you, uh, do everyone need the same type of food? Are your needs different? Are your wants different? So when I ask you this question, the thing like needs may be same, like everyone needs food to fulfill their need, that is they need something to fill their stomach, so that to quench their thirst, sometimes to satisfy their hunger, they need food. But what they want might be different. Needs might be same, but the wants may differ. For instance, example of the food itself. Everyone needs food, whether he is rich, whether he is middle class, whether he is uh, poor. Everyone needs food. But what kind of food they want may differ. A person, for example, working as a watchman in a Reliance Group, Reliance Industries, he's he needs food. Similarly, Mukesh Ambani, who owns Reliance Industries, he also needs food. But will they go to the same hotel to have food? No, they may go to different hotels. If they have to go to hotels, will go for different hotels to have food. Maybe the watchman may go to some local hotel where there may not be even seating facility. You have to just pick up the food, eat it. Maybe he may go for a rice plate. Because his income is less, he can afford different things compared to what his owner, that is Mukesh Ambani, can uh, have. So probably Mukesh Ambani may go to a Taj or Oberoi or some other 5-star 7-star hotel and have food. So these are the different things. Needs are the same for different people, but want is different because uh, of the income, maybe in this case. Now, in fact, in this case, I've told you only about income, but based upon different characteristics, again, the food might be different. For example, some people may be diet conscious or health conscious, they may need different type of food. Some people may think choose food based upon economical factors, like the one which I gave you an example about Mukesh Ambani and his watchman. Some people may like to have food based upon region, like some people may like to have a Gujarati thali, Jain thali, Maharashtrian thali, South Indian, North Indian, Rajasthani, or maybe even the seaside food like Goan, Malabar, Malwani, Bengali. So these kind of, some people may like to have Rajasthani, some people may like to have Italian, continental. So lot of different type varieties based upon region. Some people may like to have fast food, some people may like to have veg, some people may like to have non-veg, some people may be vegan. So all these kind of concepts are there in food itself. So now you have to decide, what are you gonna give food to every each type of customers who prefer this different variety of foods? Are you, if you have a hotel, will your hotel cater to all the customers? And if it caters to all the customers, will the customers like it? Like for example, will Mukesh Ambani go to a hotel where his watchman will also have food? So we are talking about business, we are talking about marketing, so we have to be practical and sensible in this. Mukesh Ambani may not go to the same hotel where his watchman goes, and his watchman cannot afford to go to a hotel where Mukesh Ambani eats food. And that is where this segmentation concept comes, because your customers are different, their wants are different. Hence, you need to divide the market so that marketing becomes easier for you, such that you can market or you can communicate to your target customers. So now, talking about this, a company may have different, just continuing this point, a company may have different, say, products. So suppose if it has a very high quality product at a premium price, that is very high price, similarly they may have a low quality product at a lesser price. You may note that the brand names of these products which the same company has are different. They don't sell at the same brand name. They sell it by different brand names, so that people will not get confused. One brand is for a different segment of customers, that is high income people. The other brand is for low income people. Why? Because they are price sensitive. The other that is brand which is catering for high income group is a premium quality product. Those people have money, they are ready to purchase, but they want higher quality. The other price sensitive people who want the product, but they want at a lesser price, even if the quality is little okay, kind of a thing. Okay, so that is okay for them, but it should be within their budget. So that is why companies come up with different segmentation, different type of product, and hence we have different marketing strategies for them. Hence the product changes, the price changes, the promotion strategies changes, and the distribution strategy may also change for these uh, segments, different segments. So let us understand by definition what is segmentation. Now, by definition, segmentation or market segmentation is subdividing the market into homogeneous subsections of customers, where any subsection may conceivably be selected as a market target to be reached with a distinct marketing mix. Exactly, that is the point which I was making. Market segmentation, what you are doing, you are dividing the entire marketplace into various subgroups. Okay, you are dividing the entire marketplace into various subgroups, which, and each subgroup is homogeneous. For example, if you are dividing this marketplace into three sections, 1, 2, 3, all the people which are within this are similar to things, similar to each other, that is they have some common characteristic. They want a similar kind of product. Similarly, all the people in this section are those people who want or who ask for similar kind of product, and similarly here there are some people who want similar kind of product. So marketing becomes easier, and we what we are doing is, where any subsection, either 1, 2 or 3, may conceivably be selected as a market target. So we can select any one out of these three segments for marketing. Maybe we may select market number 1, we may select market number 2, we may select market number 3 or segment number 3, and we can market and based upon distinct marketing mix. Sometimes what companies do is they have one brand for this, one more brand for this, and one more brand for this. So they have three different brands for three different market segments. So what they are doing is they are changing the product, they are changing the price, they are changing the promotional strategies, and they are changing the distribution strategies, how it is going to reach the customers. So this is about segmentation. The definition given by Kotler is, I'll just read it out once again. Market segmentation is subdividing the market. Entire market is subdivided into various homogeneous subsections of customers. So customers are there in these subsections, and market is been divided into various subsections, where any subsection may conceivably be selected. Any one or maybe more than one can be selected by the company to market its products with a distinct marketing mix. So this marketing mix will be changing for each subsection. Now let's move ahead. Importance of marketing segmentation. So why marketing segmentation is needed? Basically, marketing segmentation will help you lower your cost. It will help you to be more efficient. It will help you to be more save your time, money in terms of resources. Now that is what it talks about. It helps to focus the company on certain customer groups. See, instead of focusing on entire market, you are now focusing on only this market. So you know what these people precisely need, so you can create a product, you can advertise to these people in such a kind of way that they like. For example, the same example I'll take of a hotel. Suppose you want to have or you want to create satisfy the need of Mukesh Ambani, then probably you need to have a very high-fi luxurious hotel, and in that you provide all the things which they want. Or maybe this I'll give you an example. This was an hypothetical, this imaginary kind of an example which I was talking about. A real time example I'll give you. McDonald's, you might have heard. In Belgaum also, near JNMC, we have one shop, or an outlet, we can say, franchisee. So what happened there is, in Gujarat, when McDonald's was launched, there, especially in the city of Ahmedabad, there are a lot of Jains. So Jain people do not eat uh, onion, garlic, and some other things during certain months. So what happened is, they are essentially vegetarians. So what McDonald's did is, it was a huge market in Ahmedabad. That is why they decided to introduce Jain thalis in McDonald's. That was the first vegetarian outlet of McDonald's in the entire world. See, I remember, in the entire world, for the first time, McDonald's came up with a all vegetarian counter that is known as Jain thalis. So entire world, what happened is, they created this kind of segmentation: non-veg, or normal, you can say, which has veg as well as non-veg counters, and vegetarian, which were purely Jain counters. So Jain thalis, Jain burgers, all these kind of things were available. Why? Because they found out that there was huge demand for this. There were a lot of people who wanted these kind of items, who were ready to purchase, but they were just not visiting their counters, they were not visiting their outlets, because non-veg was there, and along with that, they were apprehensive of eating even garlic and onion in certain months. So that is why McDonald's came up with a strategy of having Jain thalis and Jain outlets in them, and all those things that were served in that those outlets were according to the Jain tradition. And very quickly, this kind of started, and Subway started with similar kind of a thing, and lot of other things a lot of other companies introduced these kind of innovations. So what happened is, you can focus on the company can focus on certain customer groups instead of targeting the entire market. So if you want, see, if you are trying to target the entire market, each person will have its own needs which is different from other person. So if it becomes difficult for you to market to these people, hence it becomes more sensible that you market, you first segment the market, and then try to market similar kind of products to similar kind of customers. Segmentation helps marketers to be more efficient, especially with respect to time, money, and other resources. Market segmentation allows companies to learn about their customers. You will try, see, when you are segmenting the market, you will learn about your customers. Then you can gain better understanding about your customers, why they are purchasing these items, how much they are purchasing, and if they need any changes in the product. So you can, if it is needed, that if any change in the 4 P's, that is product, price, place, promotion, is needed, you can tailor these campaigns, you can tailor the marketing campaigns, you can change the marketing campaigns, and you can come up with such kind of campaigns which is suitable for your target audience, or to the segment that you are marketing to. So this is some of the importance of market segmentation. I hope you understood today's lecture. If there are any doubts, you can always contact me in the working hours.